Those statements sounded an awful lot alike. What do you make of that?
I don't think it's any coincidence that they do. I don't think that Bobby Orr and Jack Nicklaus sat around and came up with these on their own. This is clearly something coordinated and maybe even something that was sent to them, because there's no coincidence here.
Are you surprised either of them would be willing to put their name on a statement like this?
I'm not, partly because of who they are, not just because they're iconic athletes. But this is, privilege protects you from a lot of things. It protects you from things like Black Lives Matter marches, in which Bobby Orr and Jack Nicklaus don't have a stake. It protects you from the pandemic, in which 230,000 Americans have died. I don't think that's a problem necessarily for Bobby Orr. They can insulate themselves from society with their money. And in terms of the election, a lot of this is going to be about, these guys are wealthy. They're really rich. And Donald Trump wants to airlift money from the poor to the rich, and that helps them. This tells you a lot about Bobby Orr and Jack Nicklaus, what they value in life and what they don't have to worry about.
On the heels of that, there are going to be some fans who are totally supportive of what Orr and Nicklaus had to say because they agree with them. But what would you say to the fans who are shocked and disappointed to see their heroes write something like this?
It's difficult. I mean, I think we've all been around sports long enough to know that we don't necessarily know these guys, and sometimes you have to separate the athlete from the player off the floor or off the golf course, whatever it is. Jack Nicklaus has been conservative for a long time. You probably knew that. That was baked in. Bobby Orr, it's a little bit different. But the problem with having heroes is sometimes they might disappoint you. There are probably a lot of people who agree with Bobby and probably a lot of people who agree with Jack, but there's going to be a lot of fans out there who don't, who are going to be profoundly disappointed. And I think the lesson there is, again, sometimes your heroes let you down. And if you're a hockey fan of color, if you're a LGBTQ hockey fan, Bobby Orr probably lost you today.
Two sports icons making similar statements on back-to-back days. I don't think anyone will be surprised if we see another one follow shortly.